Good morning, folks. So today I'm gonna do something a little bit different from what I normally do. Last week I casted um, the World Cup National Qualifier game for England, Round 1, Group 1. Um, I ran a broadcast with a couple other co-casters, I guess, and during the broadcast, a couple comments were made that were taken by all the players as disrespectful. Um, Disrespect was not meant nor intended, but nonetheless, that is what ended up coming through. So I just wanted to um, apologize for that, since that cast was on my channel. Um, I don't really I'm not really interested in casting for people and then causing disrespect or offense or anything like that. So even though that wasn't at all intended, um, I still apologize for it nonetheless. Um, and you guys can look at the old VOD. There's clips in there so you can see the comments. Basically, some of the one commentator on there referred to the players as simps, which was disrespectful to the players as well as the female player that was in it, Hot Buns. So wasn't meant to be taken that way, but it was. So again, uh, very sorry for that. I should have run a tighter ship and a little bit better cast because I don't really want there to be a gray area or really any question regarding the uh, uh, the respect, privilege, and appreciation that I feel and harbor for all the players that I'm fortunate enough to be able to cast for. Um, so that being said, I have the cast here. I currently have it on mute. What I plan to do is recast the game just with my own commentary on it. I know Buns casted the game herself, so there is one out there. But I figured since the players were um, disrespected in public, I figured a public apology was also in order. Um, and and to just go one step further than that, and as an attempt to make amends, though obviously, it kind of depends on well, there's really no way to make amends because time machines don't exist. So I am just gonna try and do the next best thing that I can think of, which is this: just recast the game with my own commentary, and actually recast the round with my own commentary because it was actually 3 games. Um, so anyway, without further ado, we'll hop into it. I am gonna recast though at 2x speed, for a couple of reasons. One, this game isn't live; it was already played, right? And two, I have a an appointment, a meeting that I have to get to um, in about 90 minutes or so. So the 2.5 hour original runtime just um, isn't going to be quite long enough. I intended to get to this sooner this morning, but I had some other stuff come up. Um, so I'm just going to handle it this way, and hopefully that's okay. It'd be great to, get forgiven and all that stuff, but that's certainly not something that is owed. But uh, anyway, without further ado, I sincerely apologize and for the disrespect. Um, as yeah, that wasn't at all intended. Okay, so thanks, folks, and we'll go ahead and get into the recast. All right, so this is going to be a 3-game series. We have Hot Buns, Chris and Chips, Hudson Hornet, Twisted Planet, Whale Fins. Um, Unfortunately, won't be playing this game with us. I think he had a schedule issue and wasn't actually able to play the game. And then Tiger, thanks to Tiger for sharing your screen, sir. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead on this. And this puts us right into the game. I do have a little bit of a. Actually, no, this was Hudson and Tiger trying to show me their screens beforehand. So we'll get into the actual game here. Fast forward here a little bit. This is me trying to monkey around with stuff. Yeah, we don't need to recast all this stuff at the beginning. We'll just hop right into where the game actually starts. Ooh, hey, Philip. Do you need a diaper change? Okay, I'll go do that while this is running. I'll be right back. What happened? You want me to open this? There you go. And then where'd your phone fall to? Right here? Okay. Sorry, folks. Being a dad comes first. It's okay, fella. There you go. Here, do you want this? All right. Well, let's get into it. Man, I really need to skip ahead some more, don't I? Okay, this is where the game actually starts. All right, so like I said, recasting. So we got Buns as pink, Chris and Chips as white, Hudson Hornet as purple, and Twisted Planet as orange, and Tiger as yellow. All right, so take a look at the bonuses right quick. You have Hawaii, Alaska, and New England as +1s. Mid-Atlantic is a +2. You have Pacific South as a +3. Pacific North is a +4. East, North Central, and South Atlantic are your +6s. West, South Central is your +7. West, North Central is one of your +8s. And I missed the names of the other two, but Mountain South is your +9. And then this Mountain North range area here is your other +8. Yeah, I think it's called like Mountain West North or something. Mountain North and Mountain South. Okay. So this game likely will end up being a bonus game. We see Twisted Planet going for the East Central bonus. We see Buns go ahead and grab the Pacific South bonus. Let's see what Tiger wants. Let's see what he goes for. Looks like he's lining up the Mid-Atlantic and the Alaska bonus. So he takes Alaska, takes Mid-Atlantic, and he's also going to go ahead and take New England. So that puts him at a +4, assuming he holds that. All right, we see Chris and Chips take the East South bonus, South Atlantic bonus for +6. And we see Twisted Planet finish his +6 bonus. Buns collects on her +3 from Pacific South. And it looks like she's going to work on Pacific North. Yep. So Buns is on +7, Twisted Planet and Chris and Chips are on +6, and Tiger is on +4. Oh, wait a second. Okay, never mind. Yeah, this is still the right game. Hudson grabs his +8. So doesn't look like anyone is off bonus. Yeah, Hudson was the last person to get a bonus. All right, let's see if Buns decides to go for the +9. Nope, she decides to just take a card. It's probably smart. I don't think this board would let her hold +9 in addition to the +7. Tiger also takes a card. Tiger's going to be in a tricky spot here. His 3 bonuses are worth the least compared to every other player here, so he's going to find himself at a troop disadvantage here shortly. But hopefully the matches can make up for him. Chris and Chips stacks on the portal in South Arizona there. Twisted Planet putting some troops within his bonus and some troops in Texas, presumably to take a card. Yep, takes a card in Oklahoma and fortifies back to Texas. Buns takes her card in Utah. Tiger does have a set on 3, but the sets are not nearly big enough for him to think about using it. Takes his card in Arizona and fortifies back to New Mexico. Let's see what Hudson wants to do. He split drafts and grabs his card in Iowa. Chris and Chips also spreading around the troops a little bit and attacks north from Oklahoma and fortifies into West Nebraska. Twisted Planet sits on the portal. Nope, fortifies back. And Buns takes the territory in Oklahoma and stays there. Tiger takes his card in Iowa. And we start seeing cards come out. Hudson with the with the 4 match. Ooh, takes his card in Minnesota. Chris and Chips, setting for 6. Grabs his card in Texas. Twisted Planet is going to set for 8. Grabs his card in Minnesota. Buns collecting 12, because not only does she have 2 bonuses, she's on 15 territories. And Buns also got the 10 trade there. Tiger sets for the 12 trade. He's making sure to spread out and maintain all his positions. Since Tiger's at a troop disadvantage, he is going to need to maintain as many positions as he can. Hudson sets on 3 for the 15 trade. So now we're starting to get into dangerous territory. Oh, Hudson goes ahead and hits a 3 of Buns in Hawaii. Chris and Chips takes a card in Arizona. Twisted Planet's up. Grabs a quick card there in the Midwest. The board did punch Buns under 15 territories, which was a good idea for them. Tiger takes a card, fortifies back to Arizona. Hudson, thinking about what he wants to do, grabs his card in Texas. Chris and Chips, unable to hang on to 12 territories, only collects 9. Grabs his card in Texas. Twisted Planet is now on 15 territories. Board should probably do something about that. And Tiger does have a set on 4. Twisted Planet did not have a set on 4, or if he did, he opted not to use it. The next set is worth 20. So Tiger's up. Let's see if he uses his trade. He's thinking. Doesn't look like he's going to be using his trade. Yeah. Decides to hang on to his 4 cards. Grabs his 5th card in Minnesota. Hudson is also on 15 territories. Yeah, I just get the sense that 15 territories on this board is a little much. I think it's not a huge deal, but if I'm in this game and I see anyone going over 15 territories, I probably prioritize taking a card on them. But the matches are big enough now to where it's really a minor issue. It shouldn't affect the outcome of the game too much. Twisted Planet sets for the 20. And stacks on a portal in Kentucky. 62 troops. Very scary looking stack. Oh, sorry. Twisted Planet got the 25. Buns gets the 30. Does Buns go for... Does Buns have any kills here? Doesn't look like it. She takes a card in Oklahoma. Tiger sets for the 35. Does he remove... Nope. He takes a card on Hudson in Hawaii. Hudson... or no, Tiger has a set on 3. And because Tiger took a card on Hudson last turn, Hudson was under 15 territories this turn. Chris grabs his card in Arizona. Twisted takes his card in Texas. Buns on 15 territories. Ooh. Buns smacks Tiger out of Alaska. Does Tiger have a response? He does. His response is a set on 3. And quite quickly steals Pacific North and Alaska, but does not break Pacific South. That may have been a... that's definitely an interesting move from Tiger. He may have gone a little bit too deep into Buns there. Probably should have used that trade a little bit differently, but we'll see how it works out for him. Chris takes a card in Texas. Twisted Planet on 4 cards. He does trade for 55. Looks like he's going to add some of that 55, most of it, to that 62 stack, making it a 119 stack. Twisted in a very good position to win this game. Buns sets for 60. Let's see if Buns addresses Tiger. She certainly does. Retakes Pacific North and Alaska. Says, Tiger, no, you cannot have Alaska. Tiger responds by removing a kill guard on Buns in Hawaii. Yeah. Hudson takes his card in Texas. So we'll see if the Tiger and Buns feud continues. I think each of the players has said their piece there with the last couple moves that we saw. Buns looks like she's lining up to take a card in South Dakota. No, takes her card on Hudson in Nevada. Tiger's up. Takes a card in New Mexico. We're getting pretty deep into this game, and no players have been eliminated yet. Oh, here goes Chris and Chips. Looks like he's going for Tiger. We have some good splits here. There is still a 20 stack of Tigers in Iowa. Yep, and he goes back up the portal in Minnesota to get it. Very well played from Chris and Chips, taking the Tiger bounty there. GG's and well played to Tiger. Tiger will have 2 more games worth of chances to get some points this round. But Chris and Chips takes the bounty. It does set him in turn, so that nets Chris and Chips 3 bounty points, and he's the first on the board for this round. But Chris and Chips is looking a little soft. Soft in terms of he has a 66 stack, but Twisted Planet might be thinking about going for him. All these players seem to have more troops than Chris does. Chris is going to need to survive to set one more time in order for the profitability of Tiger's kill to truly take effect. Hudson might go for him here. Hudson has 4 cards. Hudson goes for him without setting. Yep. Does he have enough? Looks like it'll be close. Actually, maybe not that close. Ooh. Hudson, unfortunately, makes a split error in South Carolina, which always a bummer to see that. I know I've done that before. You're clicking too fast, and sometimes that just happens. So, Chris and Chips survives to set, decides to kill guard Hudson, because Hudson is on 5 cards. Hudson did not set when he went for the Chris and Chips kill. Let's see what Twisted does. Twisted smashes through Chris and Chips' kill guard and goes for the Chris and Chips kill for the finish. I am not sure that will set him. Actually, it does set him. Yep, 75 trade. So that's 3 bounty points for Twisted Planet. And he probably has enough here to go for Hudson Hornet and finish him off. No. Yes, Silas. He certainly does have enough troops to go for him. Yep. Twisted. Yep, Twisted will get this kill, barring some split error. Yep, no split errors here. Very well played from Twisted. And GG's to Hudson Hornet, and also GG's to Chris as well. Both those players played very well. So Twisted turns in, I think that's a double set for 165, and puts it all in Minnesota, which I don't think he meant to put it there. I think he meant to put that on the portal. That's an unfortunate mistake there from Twisted. Yeah, he almost certainly meant to put that on the portal, and that's probably a misclick there, which, again, that's certainly something we've all seen, we've all done before. Just a bummer when it happens. The tournament pressure can always get to folks. Buns comes around to Ohio, slams that massive stack of Twisteds in Kentucky, gets good dice on it. Buns now with the upper hand in this 1v1. Doesn't quite have the win yet, though. Leaves Twisted with 2 bonuses, but both the bonuses are pretty weak. So not too much of an issue there. Twisted, trying to stay in this game. Looks like he does have a card advantage on Buns, just barely. Yeah, he does have a 2-card advantage on Buns, but Buns is holding a lot of the board, and Twisted just did not have the troops that turn to break all of the bonuses that Buns is on right now. Buns breaks Hawaii, leaves New England unbroken, but that's just a +1 bonus. Twisted has both of his stacks lock, one in Maine and one in Maui. Does Twisted have a set on 4? He's back in this game with a set on 4. He does not, and he doesn't go for a card. So I think that's game, folks. Twisted concedes there. Unlucky to not have a set on 4 at the end there. I think there's a decent shot that Twisted still wins this game with a set on 4 there, but sometimes card luck is just not with you. So Buns takes the bounty on Twisted, which would have set her in turn had the game continued, and also takes the 15 points for the win. So good game to Twisted Planet. Very well played there. And congrats to Hot Buns on winning Game 1. Well-deserved victory there. Alright, so now we'll hop into game 2. Since this is a recast, I'm just going to skip ahead to when game 2 actually starts. Back it up a little bit. Alright, looks like the players are ready to go, and we'll hop into game 2 here. Alright, so game 2 is a 70% game with fixed cards on the classic map. We do have unstable portals and alliances on. So the bonuses for this map, you guys should be plenty familiar with them. Australia and South America are your +2s. North America and Europe are your +5s. Africa is worth 3, and Asia is worth 7. So let's see how the players decide to organize this board here. Looks like Tiger is gearing up for North America. Looks like he's staked his claim there. Hudson looks like he's going to be claiming South America, and Hudson also has a solid claim to Australia. So depending on what Chris and Chips does with his turn, Hudson could be in a really good spot to win with the goated split +4 of South America and Australia. Whenever I play Classic Fixed, you normally don't try for it, but the one time that I personally got the South America Australia split spawn for Classic Fixed, it was one of the easiest wins for me that I've had. But then again, the board developed in a way to make it a little bit easier. So we'll see if Hudson has a similar type of game here. With the players that are in this lobby, likely not. Whoever wins this game is certainly going to have to earn it. Chris staking a claim to Africa, but Twisted kind of has a split claims in North America and in Africa. So Twisted is probably in the least favorable position for this game, as he does not have a clear line for a bonus. Since we are in a 5-player game, normally what you see is the 5 players take the 5 bonuses aside from Asia. But Hudson had an excellent spawn, and Twisted had a not excellent spawn. So we see Twisted shaping up to be the have-not for this game. So he's a solid player, though, so we'll see if he can figure out a way out of his situation. Chris and Chips looks like he's portaling out of Australia. He's going to turn that over to Hudson. And Chris stacks in Congo. He's going to try and insist on having Twisted Planet leave his bonus. Alright, Tiger grabs a card in Siberia, continues to stack in Western US. Tiger is also trying to pressure Twisted to leave the bonus that he's claiming. Buns continues to work on Europe. Looks like she is asking Chris to leave. Chris has a 3-stack in Ukraine. Does Twisted move out of Tiger's or Chris's bonuses? Doesn't look like it. He's going to take a card in Afghanistan. And fortify Alberta to Northwest Territory. Okay, so he might be working on leaving Tiger's bonus. Chris does evacuate his 3 from Ukraine out of Europe. Tiger takes a bonus in Yakutsk. Tiger, unfortunately, sitting on the dude straight on 4 cards. Hudson is collecting on that +4. Hudson is Hudson is the only player collecting on bonuses from continents right now. If that lasts much longer, he could be in a position where he can bully the entire board. But Buns will not be having that. She goes ahead and takes her +5 of Europe. Twisted continues to take cards in Asia and fortifies out of Tiger's North America bonus. but does not fortify out of Chris's bonus, so Twisted is going to lose that 7. Chris has decided that he cannot wait any longer for the +3, which is understandable since Buns took her bonus and Tiger is about to take his. So Tiger finishes North America here. Uses some troops that he had in Asia to finish. And it looks like he's going to leave his primary stack in Alberta, which currently has a portal. Fortifies Quebec. Fortifies from Quebec over to Alberta. So Chris is in a tricky spot. Hudson looks like he's going to take Chris's bounty here. But unfortunately misses a 2 in Irkutsk. So that's a bummer for Hudson. Looks like Hudson has fed that kill to Buns. Let's see if she takes it. Yep, she's lining up to take it. Ooh, but she's going to break Hudson's Africa before taking the bounty on Chris. So GG's to Chris. Hudson probably is regretting not going for the Twisted kill. I think Twisted Planet's kill would have been a little bit easier. Buns is running the 70 here. Does not quite have the troops for it. I think 2 territories short with that 66% run there. Twisted sets, breaks Europe and Africa. Looks like he might be running it himself. Nope. Runs south to Argentina. Tiger is not going to be running the bonus. He just retakes North America. We see some communication going on between Tiger and Hudson. Looks like they're going to try to keep Buns from getting back on her feet and taking Europe back, which is normally what you see. Normally when someone runs the 70 and fails it, if someone else doesn't immediately win the turn after, you do normally see the board saying, okay, well, you had your shot, and now we're not going to let you get stood up again. I know that, well, even if that's not the case, that's what it always feels like whenever I run a 70% and fail it. It always feels like the board tells me, yeah, you shot your shot, man. and that's it. That's game. Buns lines up to try to take Europe back. Twisted portals over to keep her off. Breaks a Europe that she does not yet have. Tiger collects on his North America bonus. Takes a card in Great Britain and fortifies over to the eastern U.S. portal. Hudson gets to hold a +5. Tiger currently does not have a set on 4. Hudson goes for the Twisted Planet kill and will collect on that bounty. Hudson is also on +7 now with the bonuses. Hudson is looking a little weak. It looks like he's going to try to run the 70 here. Let's see if he has it. I think he's going to end up being just short. He has a few too many 3 and 4 stacks everywhere. Yeah, he decides not to run it. Portals out of Buns' bonus. It looks like both Hudson and Tiger fortified out of Buns' bonus, so Buns correctly retakes Europe. Well played from Buns. Tiger breaks Hudson and breaks him again. Breaks him in 3 places. That's definitely an interesting move. Hudson should probably break Buns here, or Tiger, or both. But I imagine he's focused on retaking right now after that triple break from Tiger. Okay, retakes Australia, retakes South America, retakes Africa. Well played from Hudson on the retakes. Buns, well played to Buns. She managed to hold Europe. Buns is back in this game. Tiger has the horse trade on 5 cards. Does Tiger have enough to run the 70 here? I think there's enough 3 stacks on the board that will deter him from doing so. He steps out from Alaska onto the Kamchatka portal, fortifies Alberta troops over to Kamchatka, draws a wild card, but has a dude straight with the wild card, which is not what you want to see. Hudson breaks Tiger. I imagine that was retaliation for the triple break a few turns ago. Buns remains unbroken. She once again collects on +5 from Europe. Looks like she's lining up for the 70. She has a Australia line, an Africa line, and a North America line, it looks like. Yep. She breaks Australia, takes it, takes Africa, and takes a 70. So, Buns, no bounties for Buns that game, but congratulations to Buns on taking the 15 points. Actually, sorry, Buns did get the Crisp and Chips bounty earlier. My mistake. So, yeah. GG's to Hudson and Twisted Planet, and very well played, well earned second win for Buns there. So scores: Buns is on 33 points after that. Twisted is on 6 points. Chris and Chips and Hudson Hornet are both on 3, and Tiger has yet to score. So we'll skip ahead here to game 3. Let's get back to the start. All right, we're hopping into game 3 here. So game 3 is a progressive game on the World Conquest map. We do have blizzards on. No portals, no alliances, no fog. Hudson is in the first seat, Tiger's in the second, Planet is in the third, Chris and Chips is in the fourth, and last but not least, Buns in the final seat. So Buns so far has been dominating her round with the points here. We'll see if she can pull off a third win in a row. We likely won't see any bonuses this game, but this map is a little bit different from the classic map, so we will go ahead and discuss the bonuses a little bit. You have North America and Europe, which are your +5s. North America has Hawaii as its new territory on this map, and it's connected to Japan. Europe has a new territory of Svalbard, which is just north of Scandinavia. Asia is +7 and is unchanged from the original map. Africa is +3, also unchanged from the original map. Well, aside from a connection between South Africa to the Falkland Islands, which is a new territory in South America, South America is worth +3, and there's a connection between Argentina and New Zealand over in the now called Oceania bonus, which used to be called the Australia bonus. The Oceania bonus has the Philippines and New Zealand as its new territories. Based on the blizzard configuration, though, for this game, the new connection between the Falkland Islands and South Africa will not be a factor, since South Africa has a blizzard on it. And because this is a progressive game, we likely will not see bonuses get taken. So we'll analyze the positions here. Hudson, looks like Hudson is on a 5-position play. Peru, Middle East, Scandinavia, and Hawaii. Actually, I can't count. That is 4 positions. And then yellow tiger. Looks like tiger is on a 5-position play. We have Western U.S., Northern Europe, Madagascar, Mongolia, and his Oceania positions with a 5-stack in Philippines. I do like how tiger's spread out. Madagascar is pretty much a kill guarded pocket there. Lightly kill guarded right now by Twisted Planet. Speaking of which, Twisted Planet has a few different positions here. But here's the bonus screen that I was describing and discussing earlier. So you can see your +5s, the 2 +3s, +7, the +4. I jumped a little bit ahead of the game on the bonuses for the purposes of this recast. Should have waited for this screen to come up before I did it. Alright, so continuing to assess the positions. Twisted is on a 3-position play. He has some troops in Africa, some troops in South America, and a light 2-troop position in Ontario. And then Chris. Chris is kill guarded by Hot Buns in the Falklands, but hasn't put any troops there, so isn't really maintaining that position. So aside from Falklands, Chris is in 5 positions: North Africa, Great Britain, Siberia, Siam, and New Zealand. So Chris, I think, is also well positioned. He's quite well spread out. Hot Buns is on a 4-position play, it looks like. Argentina, Greenland, Southern Europe, and then Yakutsk and Japan are separate stacks, but because they're connected, that's essentially 1 position. We are going to start seeing trades come out here shortly. Tiger takes his card in Ukraine, fortifies back to Northern Europe. Tiger's on 5 cards. He has a set and will be able to bank his wild card and collect a +2 in Mongolia. Always nice to see that. Both +2s and being able to save your wild card is always nice to be able to do. Chris also takes a card in Ukraine. Buns takes her card Middle East. Hudson. It looks like Hudson is asking for a way out of East Africa and ultimately takes his card in Alberta. Tiger is going to set here. Collects his +2 in Mongolia. Twisted, it looks like, missed a card at some point. Decided to card skip. Interesting strategy. He must have done that earlier and I just missed it. Chris and Chips takes a card off of Buns in Western Europe. Southern Europe for Buns, and so Buns does let Hudson out of East Africa, and Hudson grabs his card in Middle East and fortifies over to China. is able to exfil his East African troops. Tiger pretty much has the Oceania bonus, if not for Crescent Ships in New Zealand. Ooh, Tiger once again has a set and does not need to use the wild card. That is, that's very nice to see. Looks like Twisted is going to reestablish his Tiger kill guard. Yep. Crescent Ships sets for the 12 set. Takes a card in Middle East and fortifies from North Africa to Middle East because Great Britain and Scandinavia are connected. Yep. Buns takes a card in Quebec. So the sets are going to start getting larger here. I think the next trade is going to be worth 15. Tiger decides to hang on to his trade. Since Tiger is kill guarded, he probably is safe to hang on to it. So we'll go over to the positions again. Hudson is in a 1, 2, 3, 5 position play. Slightly kill guarded in Hawaii. Well, kill guarded on one side in Hawaii. Tiger is in a 5 position play. Ontario, Northern Europe, Mongolia, Madagascar, and Oceania, kind of split between Philippines and Eastern U.S. Twisted has most of Africa except for Madagascar, and Twisted is all kind of in one line. Twisted unfortunately finds himself in one position even though he has 3 separate stacks. Crescent Ships, kill guarded in the Falkland Islands by Hot Bun still, and has 5 stacks. Excuse me, Scandinavia, Middle East, Siberia, Siam, and New Zealand. So aside from Falklands, Crescent Ships doesn't have any positions on the west side of the map. And Hot Buns, Argentina, Southern Europe, Greenland, and Hawaii are her 4 positions. And we see Tiger trade, and Tiger still has that wild card, so he will have a set on 3. We see Buns turn in the 25 trade. Looks like she does have the Twisted kill here. Excellent double tap there. And triple tap coming down from Greenland to finish off Twisted Planet. Buns adds to her score because that does set her in turn. She gets the 30 trade. That was an expensive kill though. But Buns is in a position to where she doesn't need this win. She's done plenty well in the previous 2 games. So Hudson is going to go ahead and take the Buns bounty now. GG's to Twisted Planet, by the way. GG's to Buns. Good kills by Buns and Hudson here. So now Hudson has the kill guard on Crescent Ships. Oh, immediately goes for the Crescent Ships kill. Not going to hang on to that kill guard. He's just going to go for it. And he's very close to having it. Ooh, 7v6. He's manualing it. 4v5. Bad dice on the manual. 4v3. That's better. 3v2. 2v1. No. Unfortunate. Does not get it. I think Hudson has the game here if he manages to collect on that Crescent Ships kill. Crescent Ships, I believe, is on 5 cards. Tiger sets on 3. Tiger is going to use his clock to hit some Hudson, but Hudson fed Chris and Chips in game 2 to Buns. In this game, Hudson is feeding Chris and Chips to Tiger. That's a bummer. In game 2, it looks like it was because Hudson missed an Urquhart's position. And here, he had the final position. He just unfortunately did not have the troops. And actually, no, he had the troops. He just didn't have the dice. So Tiger wins game 3 with 2 bounties. So GG's and very well played to Chris and Chips and Hudson Hornet. And congratulations to Tiger on taking game 3. Alrighty, so the final score for this round, Hot Buns wins the round with 36 points. Tiger comes in second with 21 points. Hudson Hornet and Twisted Planet tied for third with 6 points. And Chris and Chips with 3 points. So that is going to be it for this recast, folks. Again, the reason I decided to do this is I didn't want I never want players that I cast for to feel offended, disrespected, or otherwise slighted by anything that I broadcast or say about them. I'm just here because I enjoy Risk. I like casting these games, and you know, it's one of those things where you do see people make mistakes and make errors, but you also see, for example, when feeds happen, right? Buns correctly responded in game 2 by picking up the Chris and Chips bounty, and Tiger here correctly responded in game 3 by also picking up the Chris and Chips bounty in addition to game in game 3. So, but yeah, so again, hey fella. So again, just and I should have been faster to apologize. I was concerned that an apology would be taken as a admission of intent, but that was an unfortunate confusion on my part, and I can be quite stubborn. Just ask my wife. But I think I came around and made the right decision here. So yeah, apologies for any disrespect that was taken from the original cast. It was certainly not intended. And I'll leave both casts up so that way folks can check it out and come away for themselves whether this apology is sufficient. And if it's not, then maybe there's something more I can do. But I'd like to consider the matter closed here with this cast, or at the very least my piece of it, which I am more than willing to take full responsibility for it, since it was my original cast and my channel where the comments were originally made. Which again, I'm almost making it sound worse than it actually was. Which, you know, the comments weren't exactly good, but you can, suffice to say, you can certainly find worse comments on the internet. But I'll go ahead and re-specify, like I specified at the top. So I'll go ahead and do that now. I had co-commentators on the first cast, and I was in on the joke too. So the joke was that these players were simping for Buns, and that's why she had so many points. That that was a unfortunate joke, and it was intended to be a joke, but that unfortunately is not how it was taken, and that is on that is on the fault of me for not making sure that there was no gray area or room for interpretation regarding the respect that all casters should and do have for the players in this game. Anyway, I think I've belabored the point. I have a habit of rambling and talking much longer than I'm welcome for. Um, so anyway, um, thank you guys for watching. I'll go ahead and close this stream out here, and then probably in a little bit I'll open the stream again and play some fixed caps or something, something a little less heavy, something a little more fun, which is normally what I like to do on this channel. All right, thanks everybody for watching, and bye bye now.